Hello and welcome back to Overthought Gaming. Today I bring you some more Euro Truck 2 Simulator and also a new truck. As I'll pop into the start menu here real quick. I've upgraded from my man to a Volvo and gained quite a few levels since then. Yes, my man, at the time was just getting ready to get going. I was starting to get tired of doing long haul trucking with a thimble for a gas tank. So I upgraded to this Volvo 210-gallon gas tank. I can't complain about that. And yes, I know it looks a little funny. We'll switch over to the uh, outside view real quick. And yes, I know it's raining. Excuse me. But yes, we'll switch over to this so you can at least see it. And yeah, I've added some upgrades, so I've got beacons now and all that fun stuff. It is Globetrotter. That's fairly recent on that. And it's big. 750 horsepower engine, 3,000. Okay, it's got lots of torques, and is a 6x4, or I'd say a 6x8, but or a whatever. Basically, both rear axles drive. Let's leave it at that. But anyways, I'm gonna do that. Then we'll jump back in the cab here. Kick the wipers on, make sure the lights are on normal. And maybe put in gear and pull the parking brake off. And we're off to actually pick up a job that is going to take us to a new area. I have done a fair bit of exploring. Come on, buddy. Fine, if you're not going to go, I will. Courteous Driver Showdown. Yeah. As I have to recenter my camera real quick. The only thing is, this thing does not turn that quick. Six-wheel turns a little faster, but the more weight I've added to this, the slower this thing turns. And I do plan to upgrade back to a man eventually. This is just got the most power per performance for the moment, so it sort of wins my battle of I need to tow a heavy trailer. So anyways, but apparently my joystick was off, so I was drifting to the left. Alright, so yeah, we'll head back. I did the executive upgrades, which looks a little funky, but give me a second GPS so my other one can be for other stuff. But we'll roll into it and eat acres and pick up that trailer. So the one we're going for is from Cambridge, England to, well, all the way down to Torino, Italy. I don't know how far we'll make it. That I do not know. I never know. But we will go from there. So make sure it's a job I want, and then we'll just take job. As you'll be noticing, my gas is a wee bit low. Let me cycle through here. I've got 72 gallons, and I can go 100. Well, I can go 902 miles, which I'm pretty sure should be enough. But knowing me, I will probably refuel just to be safe. A little too tight there. Realign the truck a little bit here. It's as much as I could reversing it, I'd much rather try and get this in one shot. And you do notice I am driving later in the day because I hate doing some of these in the day. Traffic on some of these roads in the game are annoying. So let's see here, just backing it up, backing it up, backing it up, and attach. So without the trailer, I had 902 miles. With the trailer, as soon as I get the steering wheel out of the way long enough, 535. Still, I can manage with that. It will work. Or I will make it work at least. So let's see here. Let's see how heavy the load is. And, okay, it's dry milk, so 22 tons. Okay, I can work with that. Let me get on the right side of the road. We're in England, for Christ's sake. I need to be on the correct side of the road. Which to me is also the wrong side of the road. I just took a rest, so I've got 11 hours on that. Oh, come on, truck. Oh, looks like this is going to be definite gear download. Center right again. Alright, made some other changes I didn't notice immediately with the executive. Yes, and I passed 30 miles an hour. But since I have this little GPS now, I can actually keep this on a more informative screen. Because I have only made one late delivery in my entire time playing this game. Which is over a day. Yeah. And I would do this on the multiplayer, just lately I have been having some issues with being, well, bullied pretty bad on there. Doesn't matter if I'm on the US side or the UK, and I probably won't play the UK until I get back onto a more normal shift that I'm used to. Or I find the time to. Sort of hard to play with guys that you want to play with when they're all in Europe. And way a little too fast there. I was just towing a 9-ton trailer that didn't push too much, and now I've got a 22-ton trailer that pushes like a... well, it pushes. Somebody drive past. Yeah, so now I've got to worry about freight train push from this thing. But it's nice having the second GPS map. Because now I can keep an eye on my other stats, like time to that, time left to deliver. Because it looks like I might get a snooze in along with a long trip. So let's at least start the long trip portion. Hoping that was on the truck. Yes, it was. I'm not overly worried about 2 damage. That was just me trying to check other stuff. So yeah, I work best to work in the straightaways. So yeah, not too worried about that. I'll just keep trucking and see what happens, which can only be boring. And yes, I have pulled the limiter off before. I am not afraid to, especially when I'm looking at it and I'm running late on a load. And I need to get to a certain point to get a rest stop. I will unleash the truck's full power. I've gotten this thing up to 90 miles an hour with a 23-ton trailer, and boy, that makes corners fun. Because the trailer's trying to carry you wide. I prefer doing that type of thing uphill, but, yeah, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. Forgot a signal there. So yeah, we'll just head on down this way. Slowly. But yeah, so the truck did get an upgrade. I've now got, that was, the initial horn you heard was just the regular horn. And I've got a set of screamers on here. Just because I need something that was annoying. Why? Well, I need an annoying horn so I can do my job. And I have 50 up that on-ramp, wasn't too bad. And then we'll just change lanes because I'm going to have to get over for that one. And I have also turned up weather effects so I get rain more often, which makes my life a little more interesting. And yes, I know I'm dueling the GPS thing. I can't help it. I need my dual GPSs. Since one, when I go this, it was my ETA and mileage, and I like seeing that. So yeah, it's gonna have to deal with the dual GPS screens, but probably not the worst of it. Just means it's a little easier for me to look. Because I only have to look down for the info I need. But it says we've got 761 miles to go. We'll see how many of those. I know probably about 100 of them are here in England. Speed camera. Drop to 50. I have been caught out more times by these British speed cameras than anything. Really, it's the ones here in England. I've gotten more tickets in England with these bloody speed cameras. Let's say put them in long spots. My favorites are the ones that's like speed camera up ahead, and you lose 2 speed stages instantly. A little bit downhill there, because the truck is currently limited to 55. Very slow, painful 55. And I now see why the truckers in the truckers here in America years ago wanted the speed limit for them pulled off 55. Takes a long time to get places. I'm just gonna change that thing there. Try not trend this guy. Swing out around him. He is going slow. Now, as soon as I say that, he's going to speed up. Because that is always my luck with these. I'll just get around them and they'll go, oh hey, I need to speed up, and I get stuck with them in a bad spot. And it looks like we have some passing on between a bus and another semi. Let's see. Ooh, 2 semis. So yeah, let me see here. Just to give you guys an idea of what I'm able to carry here, and why I get these really long trips is my long distance driving. I have rank 5 in that. So I can deliver up to 932 miles, and I get 20% high reward. I am going to put rank 6 in there, just not for a while. My next best one, actually my best one, is actually eco driving, which saves me a lot since these trucks I'm using don't have the world's largest fuel tanks. I could put just a set duals on them, but I like having the dual drive, especially on these bigger trailers. Just helps get them going. Next one would be high value cargo. Just get to carry more high value stuff, which I like. More money. Then I have dangerous goods. I can currently do explosives and flammable liquids. Don't know if I'll ever get corrosive on this. Or toxic. I'll probably get the rest though. Fragile and just in time. Haven't put anything in just because I hate cutting it that close. Anyways, back to looking at my truck with way too many lights. Only thing I can say is I will always be seen. So we'll do that, and hopefully I have my cruise control set, in which I do. So we'll just power down the road. And yes, a lot of the time the buses can actually walk me from this, so let's get back over here. And let's see how long this hill. Or maybe I didn't have the cruise set, who knows. Still made it past everyone though. Oh, that was a stupid move there. I wouldn't have done that, I would have just punched it. But that's me. Another thing I've noticed is the rules in Europe are a little different. I mean, I come from America, so it's like a right turn on red is, I know in some states illegal. But where I'm from, it's a legal thing to do. And I just can't do that. The other thing is the speed camera noise, as I mentioned before. What else is there? I'm driving on the wrong side of the road, but that's only here. I mean, I've adapted to some of it and I get what it means, but rumble strip. But others, it's until I see them, I don't know. It hard telling. See, it looks like we're getting off at this next one. Let's see, this should be taking us back down to Dover area. Oh yeah, the other reason, actually one of the reasons I want to switch back to the MAN truck I was in, the MAN TGX, which will have the XXL cab on it when I get it. And again, four-wheel drive in the back, or 6x4 chassis, is view. Because the Volvo's not bad, just some things drive me a little nuts. Like my view here, trying to get around corners, was better in the MAN. Oh yeah, painful up around this. Very painful. That's 6th gear and I'm having to really pull this thing. Reset that camera view. And there's another complaint about this is the wipers, and darn it, I forgot to change that sun visor. Oh well. But yeah, it's the wipers. The MAN just cored the windshield better, in my opinion, just for the arc it has. That is an opinion on this. And hey, darn it, yawns. What I get for recording these later at night. But yeah, it's just sort of basic drive, basic go. Let's see, I'm going to try and keep this about 20 minutes here. Because it's just really me driving, me trying to talk and do stuff. I really wish I could play this with another person on a regular basis, but all my friends think I'm nuts for having a game that is nothing but driving a truck across Europe. No, that turn was coming up, just couldn't tell when. Ah, yes. So actually this will probably work. It's let's get up here to the port. Or is it having us take the Euro train? Because this looks more like the Euro train. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Not 100%, but that line's really long and I'm not seeing a port symbol anywhere near this. I kick that down into high gear. No, that is the Euro train. I have taken this many a time. So yes, once we get this thing parked in there, I will call it good and I will meet you on the other side. So, let's see here. 60 dual carriageway. I'm guessing that's what that sign means and what I've heard on TV and whatnot. Hey. Sometimes it just doesn't turn fast enough. Use the compression to help slow it down. There's no one coming. Let me look at the signs here. First one here it looks like, so. And I'm cutting this a little bit, but I'm going to swing wide here. That misses that, and a little bit of exhaust braking. So yes, next time I will see you guys on the other side of this train. Because I have no idea why I try and pull it like this all the time. Alright, see you later. And thanks for watching Overthought Gaming.